And welcome back once again, everybody. We're here following the West Liberty Hilltoppers 92-72 victory over Shepherd. And we're joined by men's head basketball coach Ben Hallett, along with players Kyler D'Agostino and J.J. Harper. Ben, if you would give us your thoughts following the victory tonight.
Yeah, just kind of a weird game. I thought in spurts we played well. The first half, I thought we went on a run there that put us up 14-16. But, give credit to Shepherd. They fought back and I think cut it to 6 at halftime. And we were 1 of 15 from 3, I believe, at halftime. So definitely not our best shooting performance, but came out and thought JJ was really good at the start of the half and got in foul trouble there in the first, but came out in the second, provided a bunch of energy, and also made some shots on the perimeter for us, which helped us, and got a lead, never really looked back. But give Shepherd a lot of credit, 17 offensive rebounds, and I know people are going to look at that and say, well, we need the rebound better, and that's true, but let's give them a little credit. They're a big team. They've got 2 bigs on the floor the entire game, and definitely caused some problems for us. So, again, happy with the win, but we need to continue to improve.
You talk about that, their size. You still outscore them in the paint by 20, 52-32, despite the fact that a lot of times they had a 6'11 guy out there, a 6'9 guy, a 6'8 guy, and you're running Finn out there probably as your tallest player at 6'7". You guys really didn't let the size bother you.
Yeah, and we did our fair share of offensive rebounding too, and some of those were uncontested layups that we got in transition. So, but that's just kind of the way our system works. We're going to get some paint scores, and the thing that kind of bothers me the most about this game is the 50-50 balls. I didn't think we came up with those like we typically do, and then not only did we not get them, they got them and scored at the other end, which is not a good stat for us. So we'll clean that up and hopefully get it corrected by Monday.
You look at that too. Normally, you forced them into 17 turnovers, but you only gained 17 points off of those turnovers. It's not usually an even number for you. That's usually doubled in a way almost, isn't it?
Yeah, bad shots. We shot bad shots, especially in the first half. We were stagnant offensively. But the good stat for us in return with that is 19 assists, 3 turnovers, and that's a really good stat for us. And I actually had to look at that twice the last media time, and I asked Coach Butler, like, did we only have 3 turnovers? And he said, yeah. So that's a good stat for us, but obviously we need to be better in capitalizing off the other team's turnovers, and we will be on Monday.
I think, Coach, I don't think you had a turnover in the second half. I think all 3 of those came in the opening half. I think you played turnover-free in the second half, I believe maybe 1, but I thought you guys were really good at taking care of the basketball in the second half.
Yeah, I think a little bit that's the way they play defense. They really guard the paint too. So we don't have a lot of pressure on us, and they're inside the 3-point line really protecting the paint. So it's funny what making shots can do, right? Like we started making some threes in the second half, and obviously we don't turn the ball over. So always good when shots are falling.
Kyler, let's come to you. You have 19 points again tonight. Once again, lead the team in scoring with those 19. Talk to me a little bit about the struggles of the 3 in the opening half. But when you guys are a shooting team, you can't let that bother you, right?
Yeah, I mean, we try to get work off actions, get as many open threes as we can. I think we forced a little bit. A couple guys were shooting some decent shots, but not what we were looking for. And then the second half, we seemed to get a lot more wide open and made some shots. You
did a great job at certain times driving the basketball to the rim. You did not seem to worry about that height that was in there. When you're going up against a guy that's a 6'11 shot blocker, you were taking it right at his chest a few times, I noticed.
Yeah, I try to just play off 2, and then if they collapse, kick it out. But most of the time it was try to go through his chest. He has to wall over, it's a foul.
Talk to me, too, about the way that you guys play. Can size for another team almost be a detriment for them? Because the bigs normally don't run the way most of you guys run, right?
Yeah, so we try to put their bigs in action, bring them out on the perimeter, and then we try to get our bigs to rim run, get them going up and down the court, just try to get as many easy layups as we can.
Talk to me about the week layoff. What was that like between last Saturday and this Saturday? Was that good, or would you have liked to have had a game maybe in between?
Me personally, I would like to have a game in between, but I mean, I think we were ready. I think we were ready to play, and we just played hard.
All right, JJ, let's come to you now. Another solid performance, 18 points for you tonight. You led the team in total rebounds with 7. Just talk to me about your ability out there on the floor tonight and how you feel you played in the flow.
I feel like I played okay. In the first half, I got in some foul trouble, but we knew, and I knew coming into the game, we were going to have 2 big guys on the court at all times. They would. So I was just trying to do my best to move them around and put a body on them, and you can only do so much. And if I move them out the way, that means the paint's open for somebody to come in and rebound as well. So
And I know defensively sometimes, maybe for both of you could talk about this, sometimes in switches and changes, you guys got guarded up on par, the 6'11" guy. And how do you try to guard a guy that's a few inches taller than you when he does have position down there in the paint?
And all you can do is just get bumpy in the paint. It gets physical in there, and all you can do is do your best and wall up, push him out. Don't let him get too deep into the paint.
Talk to me about the difference maybe between the first half and the second half. Was it just a fact that the shots weren't falling for you guys in that opening half, and in the second half you were able to make a few? I mean, look, we're talking about this like maybe you guys were losing at halftime. It's just you only had a 6-point lead at halftime, but still you guys were winning.
I think we definitely got easier shots in the second half, like Kyler said, and Coach said as well. We had spurts to where we were playing well, and we just need to try to find and continue to do that, and not just be a spurt, do it the whole game or do it the whole half.
Ben, you had a week from last Saturday to this Saturday. Now you got a day. You got tomorrow to get ready. You got Virginia Union coming in here Monday night. I think knowing you, I think you like that a little bit better, right? This past week had to almost be torturous for
Yeah,
you.
love it, and it's almost like a tournament game, right? So you get a day off and you get to play, and I don't know what Virginia Union did today, but they're undefeated right now, and very physical. I've had the opportunity to watch a couple of their games leading up to today, and physical and zone defensive team, and I was telling these guys after the game, it's almost going to be like a football game in there because these guys are rough, they're big, and a lot of their offense comes off offensive rebounding, which we're not very good at right now. So we got to correct it, make sure we're watching a bunch of tape tomorrow, make sure we feel good about ourselves, and get ready to rock on Monday.
All right, congratulations, guys, on the win. West Liberty now off to a 3-0 start following their 92-72 win tonight over Shepherd.